Hello YouTube, Alpha White will bring you another If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device Reaction by Bruva Alfabusa. This one is really short, so I'll probably record this episode and then move right on into the next one. No point in separating it out for a minute and 10 seconds. But this one is an Ask Questions episode, and considering the next one is episode 12.5, Awful Answers, I'm guessing that this is a segment where they ask fans questions and in the next episode they answer them. So, I'm going to do both of these in one video, leave the links to both in the description along with the Gaming Latoria's Twitter link that you can follow to follow us on Twitter. If you like the video, indicate so down below. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and if you have suggestions for future videos, drop them in the comments. With all that said, let's go ahead and get right on into this. It is a go in 3, 2, 1, and play.
Actually, before I tell you more about my sons, let's do some fun shit I just came up with.
Find your left hand?
Stop using your mouth to say stupid words, you giant moving pineapple.
Don't worry, my lord. I can just use this lingua technis mouthpiece instead so I can talk in binary.
What the shit? Stop that. I will rip out your fucking mucranoids. Anyway, this is my idea. You should go and send out a message all over the galaxy, asking everyone what questions they would want answered by me if I, the Emperor of Mankind, could answer them. Then tell them to send back the question to Terra so we can get a hold of it, read it, and laugh. Got it?
Oh, okay, my lord. I'll get right to
He had that coming.
Yes, get to it now. This will surely be as entertaining as the time I accidentally teleported Agron up in my flagship when he was about to be killed in combat with his old gladiator people.
That was an accident. Okay. I don't know what to think about that. That last bit, though, for those of you who don't know, in the lore, again, for those who don't know, Angron, the Primarch for the World Eaters, was about ready to die alongside his previously fellow enslaved people. And the Emperor was not happy with this idea, so he teleported Angron right up. And apparently, from what I remember, Angron killed legions of officers. Not legions, scores of his legions officers before one of them finally managed to get through to him. He was furious. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right on into the next one, because there's no point in having an entire upload dedicated to less than a minute and a half of episode. So let's go ahead and get into this. I do like how the episodes are starting to get a little longer. It's sort of like what they did with Red vs. Blue. Short episodes initially to establish some humor, and then longer episodes when they're really trying to tell a story. So, episode 12.5 is a go in 3, 2, 1, and play.
I am the Emperor. For millennia have I stood across life, carefully watching as the seed of what is to come has risen from its earthly barrows into the starlit sky. This seed, known as mankind, I have existed along from the time of my birth. I let the seed grow, I nurtured it, did my best to have it remain healthy and secure. But as it kept on growing, I could not keep up. I could not come with it, but could only watch from afar as its health deteriorated and vegetation grew bleak. As I entered into the realm of the half-life, the only thing I could experience was despair. My work that I had driven to construct for such a long time had been obliterated in but a mere moment. mankind, my once pure seed, had fallen into the hands of sheer, corrosive and preposterous prudence. And at no other time has this been displayed as intensely as this very moment. Because holy fucking shit, these questions are the worst fucking shit I have ever read. Whatever became of mankind?
I really like this opening. That little script that was just going up, I recognize some of it. That was something that the Emperor said about the Space Marines.
Now, my lord, let me remind you that you were the one who came up with this idea in the first place.
That's
Yes.
because you have informed me well enough about how incredibly, disgustingly fucking idiotic mankind has become.
I think he has.
I mean, I just thought you were a special case. Now, this makes me so sad.
Maybe you just misread or something. I mean, these questions couldn't have been that bad. Besides, what, you're supposed to make fun of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me read some to you.
Fuck it, go ahead. Let me plow through these one more time before I actually pass out and fall off this fucking chair.
Alright, let's see. This message is from one apt to deny we. He says...
What?
Why Kron loves furries.
I have no mouth and I must scream.
Alright, fuck it.
I feel that sentiment.
This one is from one Joseph Lyons. He asks, Mighty God, Emperor of mankind, were you to send your sentience to a new body to rule once more and bring mankind back properly into a might that is your majesty, what would you demand as a first meal? Something really tasty, I bet.
You get to ask one question. A question that could be whatever deep and philosophical inquiry that dwells inside the perplexing and winding wonders of the human mind that you could potentially come up with, and you ask about fucking food. Then again, I probably should not judge, since the Imperium clearly is some kind of bureaucratic police state driven through ignorance and idiocy nowadays, so it is only natural for your regular RG world peasant to only ever think about food. As for an actual answer to that question, I'd probably go for some tacos.
Fair.
Next question is from one called, Demon Primarch?
What kind of asshole parents name their child Demon Primarch? Fucking seriously, it's like they want their child brutally lynched and burnt on a stake by the brainwashed masses.
I've got no parenting at its finest, my lord. Anyway, as for the question...
Sounds about right.
Mighty Emperor, this is but a simple question I would have answered. Was there really a single guard...
Alani is pious.
...during your rule above his flagship? The legends tell of Alanius Pius doing some deed aboard that accursed vessel that assisted with Horus's downfall tremendously. But is any of it true?
He must be referring to that one regular old Imperial soldier that stepped in front of fucking Horus when he was about to finish me off after he had used some dirty chaos contrivances to hunt me down on the ground. For being a regular human, that man had such titanic fucking balls that I want to clap my hands vigorously just thinking about it. It is too bad that he was literally obliterated out of existence by Horus after making that selfless act. It's also too bad that I lack the hands to applaud him with.
I don't.
Typically from the Polygon and Astartes Terminator, and the Custodes did the exact same thing right after to prove that they were just as cool and selfless as that glorious bastard. I mean, can't you immortal superhumans of death and destructions let the regular Joes have this one thing?
I know, right?
Oh, man.
Whoa, I'm not even getting into that one. It's not like I was the one who told Santonius to throw himself in front of you with nothing but his loincloth to intimidate that Alanius guy. Anyway, next question. This one is from someone who signed himself up as the Reds Will Rise Again.
That person sounds like a ketchup enthusiast.
He asks, my lord, can love bloom in a battlefield? 32-6 asks for your blessing in his relationship with Claudia. Perhaps after you complete your webware,
I've seen the animation that this question is based off of.
then the last ones need to find each other.
I do hope this person realizes that the Eldar look at mankind like we would look at a primate. To them, we are unevolved beasts, thinking in very simplistic thought patterns, and only using the most simple of tools. So, to put it short, this tall deer is basically into bestiality, and is a sick fuck. that will get all kinds of nasty interspecies STDs, and will most likely kill half your craft world because of it. So yes, you have my blessing.
Most of the time, telling about how absolutely downright heretical it would have been if he was given that question.
And you know how I feel about that, now don't you?
I suppose so. It's not like I'm scared to death every time you're upset over nothing. Okay, sorry, my lord. I didn't have any emotions. Anyway, next question. This one is from someone named Brent Keller. He asks, what happened to your left eye?
This is actually something I don't even know myself, and it still fucking infuriates me. Why do I only hit this visor on one of my eyes when both of them have obviously rotted away millennia ago? Seriously, what is its purpose? I didn't even put it here.
Actually, I kind of know the answer.
Oh?
Well, after we escorted you all haste towards the Golden Throne after your battle with Horus, Rogal Dawn accidentally managed to poke your eye out with his giant iron halo. You know, the whole sharp, pointy, beam-shaped colour and all.
I'm going to teach that boy a fucking lesson on how to not poke people's eyes out while wearing giant sharp arms when I get off his throne.
Oh?
My lord, Rogal Dawn is dead.
That isn't fucking stopping me.
I am not even surprised. Anyway, next question is from Grey Knight 31.
Uh-oh.
A message from the prodigies of the Silver Baby Carrier.
He asks, are you going to send Draven to rehab? Do need help. I thought we'd already decreed that members of the Inquisition would all be rehabilitated. Did that galaxy-wide message not actually get to anyone?
I bet they just neglect mail they consider bad like most feedback-phobic fucking snowflakes that exist in the galaxy. I'll have to rehash and create new means of getting the message across. One which cannot be negated by inquisitorial spam filters.
Moving on. Next up are a couple of questions sent from some warriors that are on their way to a planet known as Arcona, apparently. The first one is from Mark Lario. He asks, what is your favorite color?
Isn't that fucking obvious?
The second question from Arcona is from Vida Ra. He asks, what do you think of Miguel Carroll?
I approve of him and his team, and he should continue to do what he is doing.
I have no idea.
He's doing an excellent job.
I'm sorry, my lord, I think out of the loop. Who's Miguel Carroll?
This is 4th degree warp realm fucker. None of your concern.
Fourth wall breaking.
Right. Next question is from a chaplain known as Valerius.
A chaplain, you say? Good. I assign chaplains to hold Marines in line, and be as staunch and serious about their duties as possible. I have high expectations for this question.
I now have low expectations.
Just be friends and stop fighting.
How it would this happen to me? I made got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away.
I can see why the Emperor was so depressed in the beginning of the video.
How it would this happen to me?
Next question is, dear Emperor, can you still...
I'm a skeleton, so write about as much as you use your brain, you fucking have. Next question.
Dear Emperor, when will the universe leave the year 999 with Area 41?
At the end of the year, just like every fucking year. Next.
Dear Emperor, how do you fat?
Why thinking pleasant thoughts about your inevitable demise. Next.
Dear Emperor, what is the most fascinating thing you've ever seen?
Probably the intricate denseness of this fucking question. Next.
Dear Emperor, have you ever gotten laid?
More times than the entire fucking population of your planet, you rattling penetrator. Next.
Dear Emperor, was it fatherly love that stopped you from striking down Horus, or did you have sexually confused feelings?
Really?
I am deeply disgusted by you and I hope you explode. In fact... Okay.
Did he make a guy explode just now?
My lord, it's starting to sound like you're actually answering these questions now. I mean, no one's listening in, right?
No, but in case someone is, I hope they feel fucking awful right about now.
Of course, nobody could be listening. It's the Imperial Palace. Nobody better get here. Okay, well, moving on then. Alright, slightly better question, I think. This one is from Lord Commissar Wolf, who says, O glorious Emperor, please share thy wisdom with your most loyal servants. Is there such a thing as enough DACA?
No.
While I abhor the Xenos term, everyone seems to be talking about it and about how there will never be enough of it. What say you, Mike?
Never enough
The
DACA.
point in time when bullets can pass through the interdimensional walls, when firepower takes up the entirety and eternity of space and time, all being stuck in a never-ending life and death cycle as bullets recover and destroy their bodies in quick succession. No one able to think about anything but the sheer force of the bullets rapidly flying literally everywhere in the Imperium, turning the warp itself into nothing but a sea of semi-automatic weaponry. Then there will be enough DECA, or at least almost.
Almost.
The orc word for rapid firepower,
Mhm.
multi-laser masturbation.
I didn't know that. Next question is from pretty much everyone. Seriously, there is a giant mountain of messages dedicated to just this one question. And it kind of disturbs me that so many have made it. Dear Emperor, what is your opinion on the Tau?
Never heard of them.
I figured as much.
So what are they?
Well, there's some minuscule Xenos race located on the eastern fringe of the galaxy. They're even less of a threat to us than the Dark Eldar, so it's not really worth talking about.
Why would so many people send in messages about a minuscule Xeno race located on the eastern fringe of the galaxy, that they aren't even a threat?
I've heard it's because despite being a small species, the Tau males are really overcompensating with their high-tech weaponry, and the Tau females have a tendency to lust for greater goods.
I'm sorry.
I've heard it's because it's a small species that have the most rapidly advancing technology.
Yeah.
It also means they have really, really big scary guns. But you can usually snap one and it'll fall over really quickly.
That's what I thought, I think. We'll talk more about this later. Still got more stupid questions to answer.
Yes, indeed. Like this one from Suika Ibuki, probably from all those fucking Tau planets, who asks, since your body can no longer function properly, how about mounting the golden throne inside the dreadnought for a Titan so you can kick ass again?
Don't you think that if I actually had that choice I would have made it already? I think you're not taking into account that the entirety of Terra will be swallowed by a giant warp rift, and
That Magnus
will
created.
fucking die if either I or the Golden Throne would leave this place. That makes it not worth it, but only barely.
Now, next up is a question from someone who entitles himself as the Fresh Sorcerer.
What a fucking nerd.
He says, hey shitboot, want me and my brother to read you terrible shitty fanfics like the depraved, erogenous bedtime stories of you and your Centurion? It's kind of always been a dream of his, and this is the year I promised to be nice to him.
Actually, alright. Fuck it. I'm the motherfucking Emperor. Send out some Terran escorts to wherever the fuck those guys are, and pick them up so they can be converted into my personal bedtime story readers if they are so insistent on doing it. My Centurion hasn't been able to sleep that well for the last couple of days anyway. I feel this is a perfect opportunity to continue my plans with the reformation of the Imperium by making some people actually become useful.
That sounds like an excellent idea, my lord. I'll prepare the shackles when we're done. Now, next up is a question from someone called Dr. White. He asks where his fire support is.
Up his fucking nostrils. Next.
Oh, alright. This one is from someone apparently known as Johann Gasmask. He asks, seeing as science clearly dictates that diversity is the most efficient way for life to exist, why are you trying to exterminate all other life except...
I think that's more the
I'm
Imperium.
not trying to exterminate all other life.
I thought so.
To keep it under some form of control. Xenos are often vile and untrustworthy, as they are out to maximize their own idea of peace and happiness in the galaxy for their own separate species in their own individual ways. The human idea of peace and happiness is to have the galaxy taken over so life can thrive without wars, poverty, nor petty hatred, all living in a bright and tranquil future as was mankind's birthright. Compare that to the Eldar who want to take over, so they can engage in fuckloads of raw, unfiltered, hedonistic superorgies again without getting into trouble. Or the Necrons who want to take over for the purpose of sucking the souls out of all living things and going back to sleep again. Or the Orcs who just want to fight forever and make nothing of their lives. And let's not even get into those fucking tyrannids who just want to eat the whole galaxy, and then move on to the next.
And just to let you know, my lord, the Tower kind of in that same category.
I would be okay with Xeno races living in harmony with us if they didn't have such fucked up goals in mind for our galaxy. Plus, without Xeno life exterminated or under regulation, this is not an efficient way for human lives to exist, as it will only get stabbed, sliced, chopped, and numbed to death.
Ooh, I love it when things make sense. Anyway, next we have Luna Templar. Dear Emperor, besides swiftly unfucking the current state of the Imperium, which I figured would be a given, what's the first thing you would do where you would suddenly be restored to your former glory and rise to the golden throne?
Well, I have a pretty big to-do list.
Good question.
I would do these things in this exact order. First, scratch my everything.
Fair.
Second, roll around on the floor and spasm violently. Third, take a shower. Fourth, punch everyone in the face. And fifth, tell everyone to never ever ask stupid fucking questions again.
Alright, next question.
This will be the last one.
Okay.
I need to take a break and let my agony stabilize for a moment.
That's fair enough, my lord. Even I feel dirty after this. Ugh. Anyway, this last one was from someone called Magnus. Dear Almighty God Emperor of mankind, if you wanted people to stop believing you were a god, why the heck did you run about worn a golden armor, wield a fiery sword, emit a glow pretty much all the time, and have other things of that nature? Seriously, man, you're kind of sending out some mixed signals there, you have to admit.
Look, just because I want to wear ornate gold armor, wield a fiery sword, emit a glow pretty much all the time, and other things of that nature doesn't mean I want to be looked upon as a god. I'm not the one who needs to be taught not to dress like a god. You're the ones who need to be fucking taught that considering people to be gods dependent on how they look is wrong. Besides, my head designer thought all the flashy golden bits really brought out the color of my eyes.
I'm happy that I get the privilege of constantly being dressed up in golden armor without anyone having to look up at me like a god.
Yes, people have got some serious beef with the new man, calling us gods and shit. Even though I am the only one who has the real rights to that claim. Additionally, I'm happy that you at least enjoy the privilege of wearing your fucking armor.
You and me both. Well, my lord, I guess that wraps up this fun little event then.
Yes. Perhaps we will read through some more questions at some other point if I'm feeling incredibly masochistic.
Now, if I may ask, could you possibly tell me the good aspects about the sun sound? We were just about to get onto that.
Yes, let me think.
Okay. Okay. That was an interesting bit. I always find it kind of interesting whenever someone does something that's really popular and they end up having a questions and answers segment. That's always really cool to see. Alright. So there's not much to say about this. It was actually really good. Some of the questions were hysterical. I'm an orc player when it comes to the tabletop, so DACA has a very special place in my heart. But a lot of that was actually really funny, and I really enjoyed it. But yeah. Links to the original videos are going to be in the description, along with a link to Gaming Victorious' Twitter page, so head on over there and follow us there. If you like the video, indicate so down below. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you have suggestions for future videos, drop in the comments. There is still one that was suggested, and I do intend to get to it after I get around to finishing with the text-to-speech reactions. I think because someone suggested, yeah, here it is, Martin Kloss suggests that the podcast take place after episode 25. So I think I'll get up to episode 25 and then start doing the podcast and a spin-off bro trip. I'll do those. I'll also do this Baldur Mort's Guide to Warhammer. It's a lot more than I really imagined when I first got into this. But yeah. This has been the video. This has been Alpha White Wolf. I'm signing off. You keep howling, Wolfpack.